taking his last trip today.
Oh?
Chet Channing, remember the chopper?
Oh, yeah.
You know, the police say he's responsible for the deaths of at least 50 people, apparently all of them killed in cold blood. I don't know, the guy just isn't human. He acts more like a mad dog.
I don't know, Chuck. I think there's a little good in everybody. Don't you think so?
I usually do, P.T., but it's awfully hard to find any good in this guy. I wonder if human beings get the same diseases as dogs do and go mad. Now, wait a minute, Mr. Channing.
Oh, dear, it's happening again. Every time anybody sees me for the first time, they think that I'm the chopper, Channing. I always keep hoping it won't happen, but it always does. My name is Taylor. Morton Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh, but you must believe me, honest, and I can prove it. You see, I've been stopped hundreds and hundreds of times by policemen. Every time a policeman sees me, he thinks I'm that terrible man. And I got this document notarized by the chief of police. It has my fingerprints and my name and Morton Taylor. Won't you look at it? Thank you.
Oh, I'll be darned. Say, I bet you do get in a lot of trouble, don't you?
Oh, my dear. You just can't imagine the trouble and not only the police, but even my friends.
Oh, no. You mean your friends don't even recognize you?
Oh, they recognize me. Most of the time, but they always think I look like that terrible Channing, and they keep making jokes, same jokes.
Well, I can understand where it would get a little trying.
Oh, yes. Those same jokes. Well, thank goodness soon there won't be another Channing or any Channing.
You read the paper today, huh?
Oh, my, yes. I always keep in touch as to what's happening to him because I can never go out without knowing that some policeman is going to stop me unless he's in jail.
Well, what can we do for you now, Mr. Taylor?
Well, I'd like to fly to Brantford.
Brantford?
Yes.
Well, that's only a few miles. You could drive, take a bus. It costs much less.
Yes, thank you. I know, but you see, flying is my wife's idea, and she insists. I'm in the construction business, and the Brantford Chemical Company, they're going to make a small addition to their plant, and I was hoping I'd get the job, so I put in my bid.
Well, I think arriving by helicopter will make an impression. I think your wife's right.
I do, too.
Oh, I'm sure. She's always right. Always right.
Enjoy your flight, Mr. Taylor?
Oh, my, yes, indeed. I only wish I could do something as romantic.
Well, I think there's quite a bit of romance in the construction business.
You know, I once thought it would be very romantic to build a bridge, but I just do small jobs. Nobody would ever give me a contract building bridges.
Well, maybe you'll get the contract to build a new plant for these folks.
I hope so. Good morning. I'd like to see Mr. Fairchild, please.
Yes, Mr. Taylor. One moment, please.
Thank you.
Mr. Taylor to see you, Mr. Fairchild.
Ask him to wait. And be careful. He's a desperate character, you know. He's liable to pull a machine gun on you.
You see, the same jokes. Just because I happen to look like that terrible man Channing. If I had to look like someone, why couldn't I have looked like Dr. Einstein or Mr. Heifetz or somebody nice? Oh, good morning, Mr. Fairchild.
Don't shoot, Chopper. Don't shoot. All right, what can I do for you?
Well, I have a bid for the new addition you're going to make to your building.
Why don't you let somebody else make the money, Chopper? You must have millions stashed away from all the banks you've robbed.
This is my bid, Mr. Fairchild.
All right. All right, Taylor, but I want you to know you're competing with some pretty big firms.
Oh, I know that, Mr.
Well,
Fairchild.
we'll see when the bids are open.
And I was, well, goodbye, goodbye, Mr. Fairchild, and... He didn't even know that I came in a helicopter.
What happened to our little friend, Mr. Taylor? He should be here by now. This is his big day.
Yeah, I hope he gets the contract.
Oh, I wouldn't bet on it. You know, he's a natural-born hard-luck character.
You can say that again. And today in spades.
What do you mean?
Chopper Channing. Escaped.
I'll be darned.
Poor Mr. Taylor. He'll be wearing out that identification of his, showing it to every policeman in town.
You're not kidding. The little guy's really in trouble now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, good morning.
Mr. Taylor, have you seen the paper?
Oh, yes, indeed. Terrible, isn't it? That's why I'm a little late. I've already been stopped by 2 policemen.
Well, look, maybe your luck will change today. Huh? Maybe you'll get the contract when the bids are opened.
I hope so.
Well, we better get going.
Mr. Fairchild, please.
Mr. Taylor is here to see you, Mr. Fairchild.
All right, ask him to come in.
Go right in, Mr. Taylor.
Now, what are you doing here today? The bids aren't open till tomorrow. You know that.
I want to talk to you, Mr. Fairchild.
Look, I'm busy. Oh, I saw in the paper today where you broke out of jail. Why don't you go and rob a bank or something? Have you killed anyone today, Chopper?
Not yet.
Hey, now. Now, wait a minute. Fun's fun, but this is going a little too far.
Open the safe.
Put that thing away. Somebody's liable to get hurt.
Open the safe, Mr. Fairchild.
Look, So, you're not Taylor.
Never mind about that. Open the safe. Open the safe. Put it in the briefcase.
You'll never get away with this, you know.
boys will never realize what a great help you've been to.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Mr. Taylor, and we're certainly glad you were able to make your deal with Mr. Fairchild.
my luck was due for a change, don't you think?
It sure was. Keep up the good work.
Well, thank you, and goodbye again.
Bye, Mr. Taylor.
Kind of a cute little guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Morning, PT.
Hi, Chuck.
You find Channing yet?
You only escaped yesterday. How fast do you think the police can work?
I don't know. With a guy like Channing running around loose, they can't work too fast to suit me.
Well, at least they're working.
Hey, good morning, Lieutenant.
Hi, Larkin. How's it going?
Police business is always good.
Oh, is this a business call?
I understand you boys were up at the Branford Chemical Company yesterday.
That's right. We flew a passenger up there, named Taylor, Morton Taylor.
What for?
See Mr. Fairchild?
He saw him, all right.
I know he did.
He killed him.
What? I don't believe it.
Now, wait a minute. I do believe it.
You think that Taylor committed murder?
We didn't fly Mr. Taylor up there. That was Channing, right?
Right.
Well, I'll be darned.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I guess we goofed.
Oh, that's all right, Chuck. We all know about Taylor. You can't tell him and Channing apart.
Oh, excuse me, I see you're...
Just stay right where you are.
My gracious.
Freeze! Now bring it out slowly.
Okay. There's been some trouble, Mr. Taylor.
What are you doing here?
Well, I wanted to fly to Brantford because they're opening the bids today, and I wanted to talk to Mr. Fairchild.
You can save yourself the trouble.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Fairchild was killed yesterday by Chet Channing.
Good heavens, no.
No sense in you going to Brantford today, Mr. Taylor. You take my advice, stay home. Or some eager beaver young cop is going to shoot you first and ask questions afterwards.
Oh, dear. Well, all right, sir. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Taylor.
There he is. Chop him. That dirty little... Follow him.
Now, all I have to do is find Channing. You want to swap jobs?
No, thanks.
Whirlybirds. It's for you.
Larkin. Yeah? When? What? Oh, great. Okay. They fished Channing out of the river a half an hour ago.
How do you know it was him?
It was Channing. They checked his prints.
Well, nobody's going to miss him, but just out of curiosity, who killed him?
Well, it could have been any number of people. Channing double-crossed everybody he did business with. And he did business with a lot of people.
This is going to make life a lot easier for our friend, Mr. Taylor.
Mr. Taylor's troubles are just starting.
What do you mean?
Coroner had a look at the body. Channing had been dead over 24 hours.
So?
No. You mean then we didn't fly Channing up to Brantford?
Well, no, wait, I don't get it.
Your friend, that meek little man, Mr. Taylor, killed Fairchild.
Come on, you boys are working for us. I told Taylor to go home. Let's see if he took my advice.
If Taylor committed the murder and got the money, why'd he come back to the office today? Why didn't he run away?
He knew we'd figure Channing pulled the job, so the smart thing for him to do is to go right on about his business.
Yeah, that figures.
Thanks.
I mean, I agree with you.
Thanks again.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You know, there must be 40,000 guys in the construction business. Everybody seems to be doing just fine, except you. And you want to know why? Because the other guys aren't afraid to go out, put in a bid, close the deal, talk up. No, not you. You just sit around the house all day long. Sit around the house and the other guys are out working. Honestly.
Yes, dear,
Who do you think you are anyway, a millionaire?
Yes. Yes, dear.
What do you suppose the chopper's doing in there?
Probably double-crossing somebody.
The lieutenant
I
told
don't
me.
care what the lieutenant told you. Why do you have to listen to what everybody tells you? Why can't you be a man? Honestly. Now do as I tell you.
Yes, dear.
You've got an appointment in North Haven.
Yes.
So you get your hat and your briefcase and you go to North Haven.
Yes.
Now. Honestly, if you were half a man, you'd have bought us a house by now. We wouldn't have to live in this dump. We could have taken a trip to Europe. We could have gone... Oh, what's the use? Just go out and go to work.
All right. All right, dear. Yes, Goodbye, Al.
And drive carefully.
Yes, I'll drive carefully, Al.
Maybe you fellas better come in with me. He might not think it's a pinch if he sees the three of us. Otherwise, he's liable to go for his gun. I'd rather not have to shoot him.
I thought I told... What do you want?
Mrs. Taylor,
Yes?
is your husband here?
Who wants to know?
Police Department, Lieutenant Larkin.
Police? Well, what do you want?
I want to talk to your husband.
What about?
It's just routine.
Well, he's not home.
He's not home.
No.
I told him to stay home today.
Oh, so you're the guy that told him he could have the day off. Well, thanks a lot. Maybe you can tell me how he can make enough money to support his family by sitting around the house all day long. Not that he earns so much anyhow, but honestly...
You know where he is?
Yes, I know where he is.
Where?
Well, what do you want to know for?
It's very important.
Well, if it's any of your business, he happens to be on his way to North Haven. He has an appointment there.
Can I use your phone?
Yes, please. Now, just what is going on here?
Hello, this is Lieutenant Larkin. Would you check with DVM for the license and description of a car registered to Morton Taylor at 338 York Street? The car is headed for North Haven. How long ago did he leave?
Well, I don't know
How long ago did he leave?
About 5 minutes.
The car left the York Street address about 5 minutes ago. I'll be in a helicopter over Highway 34. Call letters...
75 Bravo, radio band 1077.
Call letters are 75 Bravo on radio band 1077. Notify all cars and keep me posted. And approach with caution. Taylor may be armed, but take him. He's wanted for murder.
Wait a minute.
Bravo. Come in, please.
I'll take it. This is 75 Bravo, Lieutenant Larkin here. Over.
Taylor's car is a 1959 gray two-door sedan. All cars have been notified. Over.
Thanks.
Police car 7, this is helicopter 75 Bravo. Come in, please. Come in, Larkin.
Taylor's car on Highway 34A, 3 miles north of Turnoff. Notify all cars.
Oh, wait. What are you trying to do?
I've been waiting for this for a long time. You pulled your last double cross, Chopper.
No, you're making a mistake.
Hey, what's going on down there?
Let's go down and find out.
I'm not Chopper. I'm not Channing. Believe me.
You think I wouldn't know that face?
I can prove it.
Don't pull it, Chopper! Mental, Copper. I got Channing for you.
No, you didn't.
What are you talking about?
That's not Channing.
Of course it is. Don't you think I know the Chopper when I see him?
No, I don't.
I guess he wasn't very fast in the draw.
He tried to pull a gun on me.
He wasn't carrying a gun.
Well, then what was he reaching for?
This.
What's that?
That was his protection. It was supposed to keep him from being annoyed.
I guess he won't be annoyed anymore.
Well, I'll clean up and go back in the squad car. You fellas run along, and thanks.
Right, Lieutenant.